Welcome to another episode of GitHub Copilot. In this special edition, we are looking at different versions or SKUs or editions of GitHub Copilot family. GitHub Copilot initially released as a coding companion or a AI pair programmer which works on the IDE, the integrated development environment of the developer. Initial version supported the code completion aspects. Later, Copilot released a Copilot chat which scaled to the other needs of a developer. It supported the documentation, refactoring, unit test generation, and multiple ways the developer activities. Detailed videos capturing the functionalities of Copilot and the Copilot chat is available under GitHub Copilot playlist. Today's episode, we are looking at different versions available as part of Copilot family. Starting with the first one, targeting the individual developers, Copilot Individual. They support the code completion and chat for an independent developer. As an individual, you can buy the Copilot Individual and use it for your development activities. It can be the open source contribution or your freelance work or as part of your project activities also. An individual is mainly catered to code completion and chat. Then came the Copilot Business. Copilot Business supports the code completion and chat just like Copilot Individual. Along with that, it's catered to the enterprise needs. Managing the licenses in a centralized location, proxy supports, and the different policies to eliminate the public matching code. All such supported activities or enterprise requirements are addressed by Copilot Business. Copilot Business, when you buy the licenses assigned to the individuals. You can assign it 1 month to one individual and later reassign to another person. Business licenses are not tagged to a particular GitHub ID. Instead of that, it can be assigned to the individual developers in a monthly basis. It's a consumption model. So in the first month, you may need 100 licenses, and based on your project moving to a design phase or code phase, you can reduce that to 80 the next subsequent month. Or if you are starting a new project, you can increase the Copilot license to another 100 also. So Copilot Business is exactly same as Copilot Individual with additional support for enterprise needs. Then comes the new entry into the Copilot family, that is Copilot Enterprise. Copilot Enterprise supports the complete functionalities of Copilot Business, including the code completion, chat, and enterprise grade license management, policy settings, and everything. Along with that, Enterprise is taking the Copilot into the SDLC phase. Individual and business is working on the ID of the developer. It is tagged to the ID through a plugin or extension. But when it comes to enterprise, you have the ID support. Along with that, Copilot is there throughout your SDLC phase. Obviously, it comes with a prerequisite of github.com as a platform. It's a platform-based support. Let us see what kind of features supported by each of these editions. So we have a bunch of features, starting with the code completion and chat in IDE. Individual Copilot Business and Enterprise support both code completion and chat in IDE. Coming to the mobile chat support, CLI support, Copilot CLI features are captured in one of the videos. It supports all the script generation in terms of the shell script or the cloud specific script or GitHub specific or Git specific scripts. Along with the CLI and chat, Copilot Business supports the content exclusion, code referencing, public code filtering, IP indemnity, and enterprise grade security and privacy. So some of these aspects are already covered as part of our GitHub Copilot videos. We will be covering the remaining thing as part of the video series. Now coming to Copilot Enterprise, It will be getting released in this February. The initial release will have some of these features, and in a progressive release manner, you will get more and more features added to Copilot Enterprise. Chat personalized to your code base or the chat in the GitHub as a platform. You will have the chat support across the platform. Wherever you need the support to explain the code or get a discussion mode or understand more about your platform or get a collaborative nature, you can use Copilot in the platform itself. Documentation search will help you to understand the internal documentation available. It can be your internal API documentation or a documentation specific to your coding standards in your organization, or even a set of code base can be served as part of the documentation search. PR summarization, another beautiful feature which support the developer community. We all work in branches. We work a feature branch or a developer branch with multiple commits for completing a feature implementation or a bug fix. Once we complete all the feature related commits, we raise the PR for merging our code from our branch into the main branch. The PR may consist of multiple commits, and each commit contains a bunch of files. Some files may be modified, issues may be fixed, or new files, assets are added. All this captured as part of the commit. But when we write the PR, it is very difficult for us to summarize the changes we did across all files. Listing down each file and what kind of changes are done is very difficult. As part of the PR, obviously we will ensure a code review will be there. If you have a detailed summarization as part of the PR, which will help the code reviewer to review the code quickly and approve the changes. Most of the times the PR lacks the description. It gives one line saying implementation of XYZ feature. Copilot support the PR summarization. It beautifully captures all kind of changes across the files in a proper summarized pattern. We'll discuss more about this in the upcoming videos. And code review skill is another aspect coming to the Copilot Enterprise. Automatic code review will be ensured as part of the PR. Any changes pushed or branch merged to the main branch will be reviewed automatically or against your coding standards. More to come. And fine-tuned models is another area where an enterprise have a large corpus of data or repositories. The company may be working on a specialized technology targeting a spectrum of devices or platforms. You may need Copilot to suggest based on your own code base. When you need Copilot to take or train based on your code, then fine-tuned models will help there. Copilot Enterprise will be coming in this February 2024. Let us quickly view the comparison on the pricing aspects. Individual costs $10 per user per month, whereas Copilot Business is $19 per user per month. Copilot Enterprise costs $39 per user per month. And individual and business works across all source code systems. Your source code files, the code files can be anywhere. Irrespective of where the code is, Copilot Individual and Business will work with any code base. If it needs to be loaded into your ID, then it start working. Only requirement is both required a .com account. GitHub.com account is used for license management, controlling the activation of Copilot plugin. So you need GitHub.com account. That's the only dependency for business and individual. When it comes to enterprise, as I mentioned the SDLC cycle, enterprise supports all aspects of SDLC. So you need a GitHub Enterprise Cloud. The Copilot Enterprise works only on GitHub Enterprise Cloud. Thank you.